Hey everyone! So I was playing Tekken 7 on stream the other day, and once again I couldn't help but marvel at the sheer absurdity of having Negan from The Walking Dead in the roster. I mean, it makes absolutely no sense to see him in a fighting game, unless of course he was in Mortal Kombat. That got me thinking, what if other TV show characters made their way into fighting games? Who do you guys think would work? Let's put our minds together and see if we can come up with a few names. Oh, and just so we're clear, we're not going with the obviously easy solution of picking a comic book superhero that also appears in a TV show. Sure, technically this fits the criteria, but it's not really in the spirit of this video. Anyways, without further ado, this is what I have. First up is Tuko Salamanca from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul in Tekken. Like I said, Negan was a weird choice, but Tuko? Now that's a character that could fit right in. For starters, Tuko is actually known for fighting with bare hands. Sure, his show has plenty of violence, but it's not the over-the-top blood and guts spectacle you'd expect from The Walking Dead. Tuko's brand of chaos feels more grounded, which makes him a natural for Tekken style. For those unfamiliar, Tuko is a Mexican-American drug kingpin with a psychotic and unpredictable personality prone to explosive, violent outbursts, often fueled by substance abuse. He's definitely a villain, no doubt about it, and while he could probably work in Mortal Kombat, his bare-knuckle brawler vibe and occasional firearm use seem tailor-made for Tekken. In fact, some existing Tekken characters even echo parts of Tuko's personality. Brian Fury has that same unhinged sadistic streak, while Miguel Caballero channels the street brawler energy. Tuko would be a nice blend of both, bringing his unique intensity to the roster. Now, I'm not saying Tuko would be my top choice for a Tekken guest character, but if we're sticking to TV show universes, we could do a lot worse than everyone's favorite volatile, unhinged, and dangerously unpredictable madman. For my next idea, I have Squid Game's Frontman in Mortal Kombat. This might not be the most creative choice, but on the other hand, it's by far the most likely one from this list. In fact, if Mortal Kombat 1 were to remain in development a little longer, I wouldn't be surprised to see this become a reality. And it's easy to see why. Squid Game is a South Korean survival drama where financially desperate individuals compete in deadly children's games for a massive cash prize. The frontman is the masked overseer of the games, ensuring everything runs smoothly and enforcing the rules. The show exploded in popularity worldwide, and its high body count fits perfectly with Mortal Kombat's brutal style. Plus, NetherRealm Studios has already shown how willing they are to add guest characters. At this rate, we could end up with more pop culture icons in the game than actual Mortal Kombat characters. While the frontman doesn't engage in much physical fighting on screen, there are moments that suggest he's more than capable when it comes to hand-to-hand combat. I'm keeping things vague here to avoid spoilers, but let's just say that if the frontman did take a swing, you wouldn't want to be on the receiving end. He also commands an army of masked soldiers, making it easy to imagine him summoning them during battle, whether for tactical support, weapons, or even suppressive fire. Hell, maybe one of them could even be a cameo if he had appeared in Mortal Kombat 1. Next up is Eleven from Stranger Things, an almost no-brainer for a platform fighter like Multiversus or Rivals of Either. In Stranger Things, Eleven is a girl raised in a secret government lab, subjected to experiments that unlocked powerful psychic abilities. She's escaped, found allies, and fought threats from another dimension. Experiences that give her a unique mix of powers perfectly suited for a fighting game. Eleven could use her telekinesis to throw fighters off platforms, deflect projectiles, or reap hazards from the stage to use as weapons. She could open small rifts to the Upside Down for quick teleports or summon short-lived demigorgons. A power meter could represent the strain her abilities put on her body. The more she pushes herself, the more dangerous she becomes, but overextending could leave her vulnerable. Visually, she's a goldmine. Her Season 1 hospital gown and shaved head, the pink dress with blonde wig disguise, and her Season 4 jeans and jacket style could all serve as alternate costumes. Stage ideas could include locations that shift between Hawkins Middle School and the flashy tunnels of the Upside Down mid-match, with tendrils, floating debris, and flickering lights creating a dynamic environment. 11 would bring gameplay versatility, iconic visuals, and supernatural flair. making her a standout addition to any platform fighter roster. My next suggestion is for a Marvel vs Capcom game, or perhaps the upcoming Marvel Tekken Fighting Souls. The character I believe could work really well as a guest fighter is Tommy Oliver, the original Green Power Ranger. Now I know this is a superhero, but I'm not quite breaking my rules. Although the Rangers appear in other media, they're mostly known as TV show characters, so it's not the same thing as pulling Green Arrow from the Arrow TV show, for example. For those unfamiliar, Tommy is the longest-serving Power Ranger, debuting as the Green Mighty Morphin Ranger under Rita Repulsa's control before joining the team as a hero. He later became the White Ranger and leader, Zeo Ranger 5 Red, and Red Turbo Ranger. After retiring, he earned a paleontology doctorate, discovered the Dino Gems, and returned as the Black Dino Thunder Ranger, mentoring a new team against Mesogog. Appearing across multiple eras, he also led Red Rangers in Wild Force and aided in Megaforce and Ninja Steel, holding the record for the most color changes and episodes. Tommy would bring the perfect mix of martial arts and energy-based attacks that fit right into a game all about characters displaying superhuman feats of skill. His vast array of powers and signature moves would add serious style and variety to the roster. In fact, the Power Rangers even have their own fighting game that shares a similar style, so you can already see him in action and judge for yourself. Of course, there is a catch. With Jason David Frank's passing, Tommy wouldn't have his original voice actor to bring that authentic vibe. That might be a bummer for longtime fans and even made me consider a few other Rangers instead. But in the end, I still think he's by far the best choice. Maybe you think the Marvel fighting games are better off with no guests. After all, they do have hundreds of characters to choose from already. But if we were to get one, I think we could do a lot worse than the greatest Power Ranger of all time. And now let's finish this list with Soul Calibur, because my next idea is Jaime Lannister from Game of Thrones. While it may have left us with a bad taste when it ended, Game of Thrones absolutely dominated the 2010s, but weirdly its presence in video games is lacking. This could be fixed once and for all with a guest appearance in Namco's weapon-based franchise, which, by the way, wouldn't be the first time one of its characters appears in a fighting game, with Arya Stark's role in Multiversus taking that honor. When it comes to Soul Calibur though, the series is no stranger to guest fighters. From Link to Kratos, Heihachi Mishima, Spawn, and even Darth Vader, we've had all sorts of characters, but few actually made sense in the established universe. Geralt of Rivia in Soul Calibur 6 is a great example, but so would be Jaime, the character with one of the greatest and most botched story arcs in TV show history. Nicknamed Kingslayer, Jaime Lannister is a skilled but arrogant knight, torn between honor and self-interest, whose charm masks deep moral conflicts. Any version of him would be a good fit, but I would specially advocate for the one in later seasons when he has a prosthetic hand. The existence of his prosthetic hand could lead to all sorts of offensive and defensive techniques, adding quite a bit of flair to his character. Plus, the fact that around that era Jaime was forced to fight with his non-dominant hand meant his posture and techniques weren't as perfect or refined as when he was in his best form. Being a character that easily fits with the environment from a once explosively popular TV show, Jaime makes for a fantastic guest in Soul Calibur. The only shame being that, yes, it would have been better if this had happened when Game of Thrones was in everyone's mind, but hey, better late than never. Alright, that's my list of TV show characters who I think would make great guest fighters in fighting games. From the unpredictable chaos of Tuko Salamanca to the strategic menace of Squid Game's Frontman, the supernatural force of 11, the legendary martial arts skill of Tommy Oliver, and the conflicted knight Jaime Lannister, there's plenty of unique flavor here that could shake up any roster. What do you think? Did I miss any obvious choices? Or maybe you disagree with some picks? Drop your thoughts in the comments, I love hearing what you guys come up with. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into fighting games, characters, and all the crazy crossovers we can imagine. For now, this has been Cammyplayer, and I'll see you guys later.